Namaste. I, JVN Dr. Chandrakala, Assistant Professor Jayoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University. Today I am going to discuss from the subject Agriculture, Biotechnology, and I am going to discuss on the topic Post-Harvesting Quality Issues. Okay, so when we talk about post-harvest, so post-harvest management, when we see it is like post-harvest management includes the process done immediately after harvesting the crop, including like storage, cleaning, sorting, packing. The instant a crop is removed from the ground or separated from the parent plant, it is being deteriorated. Therefore, post-harvest treatment are likely to increase its shelf life and maintain its quality. So post-harvest treatment is must in order to keep its shelf life, or post-harvest management largely determines the final quality, how you actually remove the crop or from plant to the market, packing, storage, cleaning, sorting, and many things. So for minimizing the quality as well as quantity loss after harvesting. 40% loss in fruits and vegetables due to improper handling, storage, packing, and transportation. Okay. So when we see the reasons of losing a crop, it is like lack of proper clear concept of packing house operation, lack of awareness among the grower, contractor, and even the policy makers. So lack of infrastructure, late realization of its importance, inadequate technical support, inadequate post-harvesting quality control, unorganized markets. So absence of pre-cooling or cold storage facilities. So inadequate market facilities or the market intelligence or the market informative service or poor storage facilities. So many reasons are behind where the crop is being lost in due to the lack of improper post harvesting. So when we see the cause of food deterioration like growth of microorganisms, activities in the nature as a food enzymes, insect pest attack or a rodent attack, sometimes kept in a very high temperature or moisture content is more, or the air present in the storage place is not proper, light at the time. So many things like which initiate the growth of microorganisms or deterioration take place. Okay. Handling of raw material through many stages by middlemen which make it damaged. Very low or almost negligible management of the processing which lead to the loss or invaluable by the product, or availability of cold chain facilities or the equipments or the machinery catchment area, low level of entrepreneurship or the rural area due to the constraint of finance. So the when we see the factors affecting the post harvest, so variety management methods of or the stage different stages in harvesting, improper grading or packing, storage or transport and marketing. So many things are there. So post harvest handling operations, when we see pre-harvesting maturity indication, curling after harvesting, shorting, pre-cooling before storage, washing, removing the surface moisture, modified uh, packing, dehydration and packing, crushing and packing, value addition to the in the form of pickles, kitchen, ketchup. So benefit when we see of cooling of vegetable reduce respiration, lessen perishability. So when we are using it as a part of the cooling process, so it reduces the respiration and lessen its perishability. So reduced transpiration and lessen wastewater or less reduce ethylene production. So when we cool down, the production of ethylene is lowered, slows ripening, decrease activity of microorganisms and reduced browning and loss of texture, flavor and nutrients. Okay, so mm, when we are going for cooling the vegetables or some, so it has some positive effects. So pre-harvesting on post-harvesting qualities. When we see, we have to regulate the temperature, relative humidity, nutrition, irrigation, and growth regulators. It should be proper. So pre-harvesting, when we see control measures, so curling is the most effective method to prevent storage, loss, and decay. Grading and packing. So packing basic tools has to be used for fruits and vegetables. So major cause of post-harvest loss is metabolic grading. Mechanical or the parasitic diseases has to be taken care. Physiological deterioration has to be stopped. Lack of market demand. So you have to see the what is the market demand of particular crop in certain areas. So how we can overcome that. So when we go for the storage, normal storage, it is like carrot, it can stand for 5 days. But when we are going for a cold chamber storage, it is like 12 days to 14 days. Quinoa, so it will be normally it stands for 8 days. But when we are adding it to the cold chamber, it can sustain up to 60 days. So it enhances the shelf life of the fruits and vegetables. So mobile cold chamber are also one of the providing insulated box was designed that can be hold plastic created and at least two layered where it can at least store up to 100 kg of fruits and 80% is like we can get benefit out of that also, but definitely it is a bit of cost effective. So refrigerated transportation facilities are also provided where the transporting vehicles have 5 degrees centigrade of refrigeration and so in this facility can also be used for while transporting the fruits and vegetables from one place to another depending on the cost of price of the fruits. Solar tunnel dryers are used for drying up the crops or fruits and vegetables in order to make it for the long life, turning into a different products to increase its shelf life, like dry packing, modifying the concentration of the moisture concentration and drying up, reduce the rate of respiration, reduce ethylene action, delay ripening or sanasan, increase the product shelf life. Okay. So different methods are used for after like post harvesting techniques. So if we see nutrient or like heating or the effect like when we heat up the protein, it coagulate and shrink. Carbohydrate gelatinization take place. Vitamin A nutritional loss also take place. So when it is like processing is required where the crop production is much more than the normal availability. So we can go for processing also other than wasting it as a raw. Himachal, it is called the fruit bowl of India. Uh, okay. So when we see the methods of processing, old is sun drying, freezing, fermentation, pickling, jams and jelly and canning. So now in modern technology, it is like vacuum dryer, freezing, canning, pickling, jams, jellies, and through canning. So a bit modification in the technology has been taking place in order to store for further use also. When we talk about the advantages of processing, it improves digestibility, promote palatability, sterilized the food by killing harmful bacteria and other microorganisms, improves the shelf life, provide potable and less perishable foods, ease in shipping, and it also helps in functional foods to be have bioactive. When we see disadvantages, food process remove some of the nutrient, vitamins, fibers present in the food. Make use of most sweetener, large quantity of chemical and additive and preservatives are being used. Okay, thank you. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University and hope you are satisfied with my digital version session. If you have any queries, please mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you. Namaste.